Did you know the average family spends nearly 30% more on basic living costs today than they did just 5 years ago? Crazy, right? Picture this, an everyday American family waking up in the suburbs. The coffee's brewing, the sun's coming up over the neighborhood, and their smartphones are already lighting up with the day's notifications. Now, the cost of, well, just about everything, from the groceries in their fridge to the gas in their car, it feels way heavier than it used to. But here's the thing, this family isn't panicking. They aren't stressed out at all. Actually, they're completely in control. Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're taking a journey into exactly how this family is successfully navigating the economic realities of 2026. Okay, let's dive into this because the very first thing we have to ask ourselves is, are you still saving money like it's 2020? Think back to the early 2020s for a second. It was an era of total financial chaos, wildly unpredictable inflation, and totally reactive money management. We were all just trying to keep our heads above water. But the strategies that got us through those turbulent times? Yeah, they simply will not cut it today. The economic playbook has literally been rewritten, and our everyday family knows that adopting is the only way to thrive right now. So, let's establish exactly where our family is standing today. Welcome to 2026. Yes, they are absolutely feeling the pinch of high living costs that have kind of just settled into our daily lives. But they're also standing on the precipice of an incredible new frontier. I mean, we're seeing things like central bank digital currency pilots really gaining traction and revolutionary AI-powered financial tools just becoming part of our normal everyday routines. And the absolute best part? These game-changing tools are already right there in the palms of their hands. Chapter 1. The 2026 Financial Landscape. Let's look at the reality our family faces the second they walk out the front door. The landscape has radically shifted from chaos to this really unique mix of stabilization and massive innovation. So while inflation has cooled down significantly from the wild peaks of the early 2020s, everyday prices do remain elevated. But the silver lining here? Interest rates are stabilizing, and that's actually creating some fantastic new opportunities for savers. It's a dynamic environment for sure, and it demands one absolutely crucial trait: adaptability. Our family knows that staying informed about these big macro shifts is basically the foundation of their entire financial strategy. Chapter 2, AI Budgeting and Smart Savings. Now, what's really interesting about this approach is how it completely changes the family's morning commute. Instead of dreading looking at their bank balances, they're checking their smartphones with total confidence. They're letting modern tech do the heavy lifting for them. We have finally moved away from those static, depressing spreadsheets and reactive tracking. In 2026, our family uses zero-based AI budgeting. This means they give absolutely every single dollar a specific purpose, whether it's for needs, wants, or savings, right in line with that classic 50-30-20 rule. But here's the kicker. AI assistants now automatically categorize their expenses, give them proactive alerts for unusual spending, and suggest real-time budget tweaks. It makes financial planning a living, breathing, and highly responsive process. And the specific tools they're using are absolute game changers. For budgeting, they rely on platforms like YNAB, Copilot, and Monarch Money to get that incredible AI categorization. When they're shopping online for groceries or home goods, they aren't out there hunting for promo codes manually anymore. Chrome extensions like Honey and Capital One Shopping just do it in real time behind the scenes. And to stop that slow, annoying bleed of cash from forgotten streaming services, they use AI-powered subscription managers like Rocket Money. It's all about automating their savings effortlessly. Chapter 3, Cutting Home Energy Costs. To proactively combat inflation on the home front, our family shifts their focus to physical bills, executing some rapid-fire actionable steps. First up, they audit home upgrades, switching out old tech for energy-efficient appliances and lighting. Second, they install smart tech. Think smart thermostats that actually learn their daily routine and optimize heating and cooling, or even adding solar panels to the roof. Finally, they aggressively negotiate and bundle. Every single year, they sit down and review their contracts for internet, insurance, and utilities. They don't just accept a price hike, they challenge it. You might notice an underlying theme here: eco-friendly tactics. In 2026, sustainability directly equates to saving money. By installing those solar panels or switching over to hybrid and EV vehicles, they're tapping into massive federal tax credits and state rebates. Inside the kitchen, they reduce food waste with really smart meal planning, and they offset grocery inflation by buying their household essentials in bulk online. So they're actively protecting both their wallet and the planet at the exact same time. It's a win-win. Chapter 4, Smart Investing and Tax Breaks. Okay, so the dinner dishes are cleared and our family is sitting around the kitchen table, shifting gears from just saving money to actually generating wealth. Now, diversification is a timeless rule, but the specific vehicles we use have definitely evolved. Our family relies on platforms like Fidelity Go, Robinhood, or E-Trade to blend traditional and modern choices. Their portfolio includes stocks and ETFs heavily focused on renewable energy, AI, and infrastructure. They hold bonds, which have regained major appeal as interest rates have stabilized. They're looking at real estate in high-growth regions, and they even allocate a slice for digital assets and maturing blockchain ETFs, managing that volatility while still getting exposed to new asset classes. And of course, they make sure to rebalance this annually. And this brilliantly illustrates how keeping up with the evolving tax code can literally save you thousands of dollars a year. Our family maximizes the expanded energy efficiency credits under the Inflation Reduction Act. They aggressively utilize the increased contribution limits for their IRAs, 401ks, and health savings accounts here in 2026. And they make absolutely sure to claim any ongoing education credits for tuition and student loans. They literally never leave free money on the table. Chapter 5. Building Long-Term Security. This brings us to the climax of our family's story. Ultimate resilience. 3 to 6. That is the magic number. Having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up is still the absolute golden rule for an emergency fund. But in 2026, our family doesn't just leave this cash sitting around under a mattress somewhere. They keep it in a high-yield digital savings account with online banks like North American Savings Bank, Ally, or Discover. They automate biweekly deposits to keep it funded, ensuring the money is easily accessible but strictly separated from their daily spending. They structure their entire financial life around an agile timeline of goals. Short-term, building up that emergency fund and crushing any high-interest debt. Medium-term, saving for down payments or future education costs. And long-term, growing their retirement and aggressively diversifying investments. And they don't just set these and forget them either. They review these milestones quarterly. Life changes fast, and their financial plan needs to evolve right along with it. Crucially, they don't rely on just one paycheck. Earning extra income is honestly easier than ever right now thanks to the gig economy and digital platforms. They might freelance on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, or maybe monetize a hobby by selling art or teaching an online course. They also look for passive income through REITs, that's real estate investment trusts, or dividend investing. Creating multiple income streams isn't just about boosting savings, it's about building a fortress of financial resilience. And that brings us to the core philosophy driving our family's journey. As the source material beautifully states, saving money isn't just about cutting costs. It's about creating stability and freedom for your future. It's all about adaptability, using the innovative tools of 2026 to ensure that no matter what the broader economy does, your family remains secure, confident, and free to live life on your own terms. So I want to leave you with one final powerful question. You've seen the tech, you've seen the strategies, and you've watched how a modern family takes control. What is the one actionable step you will take today to secure your financial future? Because the best time to start adapting wasn't yesterday. It's right now.